Opening ceremonies, I believe, are Friday. Thursday, the games actually get started. Coverage on the Olympic channel that I've got here on NBC. Um, Everything gets started on Thursday, but the opening ceremony on Friday night in China, Pyeongchang, I think Pyeongchang, China, I believe is where it's at. I think I'm saying that right. The wife and I, we get into the snowboarding. We like the snowboarding. I like all of the skiing and the snowboarding events. As you can hear, my crew here, they've decided to play right here in the middle of the floor. Here. Having a good time. And say, Rick Perez, yes, Rick, you are late to the party, my friend. He says, I must have missed it, but will there be a season 4 of Friday Night Tights? And is it based out of San Antonio? Okay, season 4 of Friday Night Tights has been released on Netflix. Season 4 actually aired not this past season, but the season before. It was the 2016 fall season, which means the show aired January 2017. And it aired on USA Network, not Esquire Network. Now, I believe you're asking if there's going to be a season 5. No, there will not be a season 5 because they were not here to film the 2017 fall season. Friday Night Tykes has always been based out of San Antonio. But as they get close to the playoffs, they tended to actually move and follow teams out of the Houston, Rio Grande Valley, Austin, what have you. So I hope that answers your question, Rick Perez. Any other questions? You got it on the Facebook Live or give me a call 979-353-4421 if you want to ask a question, if you want to make a statement about the Friday Night Tyke show, what you saw on season 4. What are your thoughts on Nick Foles for the Eagles? Should he remain in Philadelphia as the backup? Should he go to the first team that offers him a starting position? That's the big question that surrounds the Eagles. The Eagles are in fantastic position with this right now. I'm telling you. Um, they are going to be able to rape some other team, and more than likely the Cleveland Browns. I think the best shot of Nick Foles getting a starting position is going to be with Cleveland, and it may be the best thing for Cleveland. It may not be so good for Nick Foles unless Cleveland goes out during the draft, saving what draft picks they have left, and doing something about that offensive line. Because the quarterback is only as good as his offensive line. If he doesn't have time to run the offense, then he's running for his life, and that's been the problem in Cleveland. Despite the fact that Cleveland just grabs every rookie that comes out of college and throws them in as their starter and hopes for the best. And I'm counting them up. And let me know if there's anybody I missed. Brady Quinn, Colt McCoy, Johnny Manziel, Deshaun Kaiser. That's 4 right off the top of my head right there. 4 first-round draft picks that they threw in as starters. I don't even think Colt McCoy is even playing football anymore. Johnny Manziel's not even playing football anymore. Brady Quinn is not even playing football anymore. What does that tell you? What does that tell you about the Cleveland Browns? You got the class coming out in the draft this season, and I've already heard about. I think somebody is actually considering not going in the draft and staying in college just so he's not drafted by the Cleveland Browns. Oh, I think it was it Sam Darnold out of USC? I want to say it was Sam Darnold. Was thinking of staying in school for another season and be a fifth-year senior just to keep from being drafted by the Cleveland Browns. But that whole situation could be solved if the Browns and Eagles come to an agreement and give up that first round draft pick to the Eagles and take a Super Bowl MVP quarterback in Nick Foles. Nine seven nine 353 4421. What do you think? Would Cleveland be a good fit for Nick Foles? That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm wondering. Everybody's awfully quiet out there tonight, giving you plenty of opportunity to come in and be a part of the show. Talked about a lot of great subjects. Super Bowl, Nick Foles. We talked a little Olympics, youth football, state of Illinois, offering legislation to ban youth football at 12 and under. Maryland apparently exploring bringing up legislation to ban football 14 and under. One of the better out-of-state teams that I've seen, the Maryland Seahawks. A big-time 14U program. If Maryland passes that legislation, will that be the end of the Maryland Seahawks? What do we need to do as leagues, as people who are interested in keeping youth football alive? What do we need to do? What steps need to be taken to give these youth coaches better training on teaching fundamentals? A lot of different things we've talked about. We'll post some polls on the Twitter page, and we'll talk about them come next Tuesday, starting at 8 p.m. here on NYSR National Youth Sports Radio. As we're going to go ahead and call it a night. I think we've said all that we can say about this week and this past weekend's events. The Super Bowl champions are the Philadelphia Eagles. Nick Foles, the Super Bowl MVP, as a backup quarterback. And supposedly already known that he will go back to a backup role with Carson Wentz returning after his injury for the 2018 season. How's that going to work? Does Philadelphia deal him out? Do they put out some feelers to people like Cleveland? Saw someone say something. How about the New York Giants? Are the New York Giants willing to part ways with Eli Manning and bring Nick Foles as the starter? Because if I'm Nick Foles, I'm not going anywhere unless I'm a starter. Great guy, a great conversationalist. He's very humble, but humble or not, I'm sorry. I am an NFL Super Bowl MVP veteran quarterback. I just beat what everybody has heralded as the greatest NFL football team ever. I don't go to any team as a backup. I could stay in Philly and do that. You want me, you got to start me. It's going to be a very interesting offseason for the NFL. We'll see how this all starts to shake out. We're going to call it a night. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back next Tuesday, starting at 8 p.m. Central Time here on NYSR National Youth Sports Radio. Hey, create the vibe, create the movement, create the culture with Houston's premier premium streetwear clothing brand, Mad Culture, offering t-shirts, hoodies, hats, and accessories. Follow the brand on social media and at Mad Culture Brand. And to purchase some gear, go to www.madculturebrand.com and use the code MADSports for 20% off your next purchase.
To NYSR National Youth Sports Radio. Email nationalyouthsportsradio@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook at NYSR National Youth Sports Radio. On Twitter at Kennie Long NYSR. For information on how to be a sponsor, call 210-5110.